Okay, the coolant's drained. The next step we want to do is we want to go ahead and line up our timing marks for our 2 cam gears and also for our crank gear. We want to do that before we take the belt off. And it's going to be critical because once we get the marks lined up, we don't want anything to rotate because this is an interference engine. So what I want to do is I'm going to take the bolt on the crankshaft sprocket and I'm going to go ahead and rotate it, watching my camshaft marks in location to where the marks are on this cover here. And once I get it all in line, I'll double check my marks and then I can take the old belt off. Okay, all of our marks are lined up. Here's what we're looking at. We have the camshaft sprocket. There's a mark on it. There's a mark on the cover behind the sprocket. On both sprockets, you want to make sure those are perfectly in line. Now we go down to the crankshaft. We have the crankshaft hub that has a mark on it, and it lines up with the housing below it. You want to make sure everything's perfectly in line. As a matter of fact, this would be a good time right now before we take anything apart. It's kind of hard to see these marks, so I'm going to take some red paint, and I'm going to actually highlight each one of these marks. Then we have all of our marks. This makes it really easy to see them now. What I want to do is go ahead and let that dry for a few minutes, and then we can go ahead and go to the next step. Okay, here's something I want to mention with a dual overhead cam engine. Whenever we take the timing belt loose from our camshaft sprockets, there's a chance that the sprockets may move out of alignment. To help prevent that, there's all kinds of different cam fixture tools that you can purchase to actually hold the sprockets still. Here's kind of a neat trick though, what we've done. What this basically is a door stop, a rubber door stop. And we've got 2 different sizes. We actually have two cut out depending on what the gap is between our sprockets. I think we'll just be able to get by with 1. But what I want to do is wedge this between the sprockets, just like that. Now when I take the belt loose, the sprockets should stay fairly still where they need to be. With our wedge in place, the next thing we want to do is go ahead and loosen the tensioner. Now this has a manual style tensioner. Some of these are spring loaded. Okay, here's our old timing belt. Now if you notice with our wedge in place, both of the cams are still in alignment, our crankshaft's still in alignment. Now at this point, you want to make sure that nothing rotates because like I say, this is an interference engine, so you could damage it just by rotating apart. I'll tell you what we want to do next is we're going to go ahead and get to our water pump. The water pump's mounted right here. This is the time to change it. So what I need to do is take off the lower inboard timing cover, get this out of the way. Now when I take this off, I'm not really sure at this point if it's going to clear our hub on our lower crank sprocket. I think I can move the cover up out of the way enough to get to our water pump. I really don't want to take that off if I can avoid it. That's going to be on there extremely tight, and it also has one of our timing marks on it. I really don't want to disturb it. So I'll put the pieces loosely back together on our bracket assembly. Just keep track of our fasteners. There we are. Set that out of the way. As we're taking this lower cover off, you basically want to just get everything out of the way so the cover can come forward enough to get to the water pump. And that includes a tensioner. We're going to go ahead and take it loose. You just want to keep all of your pieces together so you know where they go when you put it back together again. This would be a good time to inspect the tensioner too. We're looking for any kind of crack, break, or wear in it. Also, this is an idler pulley as well as the tensioner, so we'll check the bearing to make sure the bearing feels like it's free. If not, this would be the good time to replace any of these parts. Yeah, the bearing looks good, the surface looks good. This is a mechanical tensioner. We're actually going to move and adjust this mechanically, but if this was a spring-loaded tensioner, you'd want to replace it when you do the timing belt because you don't know if the spring tension is going to be correct or not. After a period of time, that spring tension could change, and if it is, the timing belt could be too tight or it could be too loose. This also has a spring inside of our indicator where it shows new and used belt. So in that case, we're going to go ahead and wind up by replacing this because the problem with this is that eventually that spring is going to lose the proper amount of tension. As with any job, to do it right, you'll need the right tools. The nice thing is that jobs today don't require a large, expensive assortment. Basic hand tools are generally all you'll need. In case where a specialty tool is required, be sure to check with AutoZone's Loan a Tool program. They have many specialty tools that can help you complete your job a lot quicker and easier. The first things you'll need are a socket set, torque wrench, drop light, drain pan, and a repair manual for your specific vehicle. You may also need screwdrivers or pliers to remove some components.
Be cautious when working under the hood. If the engine has been running, components will be extremely hot, so be careful what you touch. When working around a running engine, it is important to be alert and never wear loose clothing or a necktie that can get tangled in belts, pulleys, or the fan. When lifting a vehicle, never work under it until it has been secured with wheel blocks and securely positioned on jack stands. A hydraulic jack alone is never enough. Be cautious when working with oils and chemicals. Many are damaging to the groundwater environment and toxic to people and animals. Never drain or pour chemicals into the ground or sewer systems. Local municipalities and counties offer resources for proper disposal. And always remember to wear your safety glasses.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Get the entire DVD for this repair and all other procedures covered in the Complete Car Care series at your local AutoZone store.